Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be preparing a delicious date bars. Let's see what are the ingredients we need for this. We need two compounds. Here we have two recipes, one for the filling and one for the pastry. Let's go with the pastry first. For the pastry we need 125 grams flour, 63 grams butter, 63 grams sugar, 1 egg yolk, half a teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon vanilla extract. For the filling we need 150 gram dates, 20 gram cashew nut, 10 grams almond, 10 grams walnut, 10 grams ghee, quarter teaspoon cardamom powder, quarter teaspoon cinnamon powder. Let's see how we are going to make this. In a bowl add your flour, baking powder and sugar and the butter. In here I used salted butter. If you're adding unsalted butter, please try to add pinch of salt and with your fingertips start to rub the butter with the flour. This is just making with the rubbing method. At this stage I am going to add my vanilla extract and egg yolk and start to knead the dough. You don't need to handle too much. Once all the ingredients come together, then that's it. Don't add any water. When the dough is ready, cover with a cling film and refrigerate for 30 minutes. In the baking tray I am adding all my nuts to dry roast. If you don't have any kind of nuts, just replace with some other nuts. Roast the nut at 180 degrees around 8 to 12 minutes. Meanwhile I'll taking pitted dates. Dates should be not too dry. Add your cardamom powder and the cinnamon powder and start to mash. By the time you are not ready, I'm just chopping the nuts to pieces and add the nuts into the same bowl along with the ghee. In here I am using this brand pure butter ghee and start to mash again. I took the dough from the refrigerator and I'm going to roll it. Before roll, you can see the cookie cutters here. It's Eid themed cookie cutter. I bought it from Amazon. You can get it from Amazon or any online markets. If you want, I can put the description below if you want to buy that. Make sure to clean your cookie cutters before you cut the dough. I'm starting from the half of the dough and the rest of the dough I'm going to cover with a cling film and put it back. And this rolling pin I'm using 6mm thickness to the dough. This rolling pin helps me to roll the dough equally, and I need a 6mm height for the cookies. And this dough is soft and so delicate. Please handle with the caution. Once you cut the cookies, don't lift the cutting part. Just try to remove all the excess. That's easy to handle. And with the palette knife, lift the cookies which are you going to use for a bars. You need 2 layers of cookies for 1 bar, and keep the 1 cookie dough in the bottom, then keep the cookie frame, then fill the date fillings and make sure to push each and every corners and to the edges to get the equal layer of the filling. You can use your fingertips or you can use any kind of small tools. Once your filling is properly filled to the edges and corners all over the mold, you can lay out on the second layer of the dough to the top of the filling, and with the lid stamp you can see how detailed it was. From that, just try to press it, then the stamp will give a detail onto the top layer of dough. And make sure when you are removing your cutter, don't lift the top stamp part. Hold your top part and remove the frame first, then you can easily lift off the stamp part. Otherwise you will end up with the messy texture on the top. It looks great and you can see the details are very sharp. At the same time the layers are equal. The same method I'm going to do for the rest of the cookies, adding the rest of the doughs and Just give it a little knead and again cutting the cookies and filling the dates filling and filling another part of cookie dough, then again stamp with the top and remove the frame from the dough without removing the lid, and now lifting up the stamp, and it gives detailed look. And this is for the Eid celebration, so that's why everything looks like a Eid decoration. From this recipe I made 9 cookies. Once I made all the cookies, I lay onto the baking tray. I wasn't grease any butter, or I didn't put any parchment sheet to the trays. 175 degrees. I'm going to bake it for a exact 12 minutes. Once baked, the date bars give extra attention to my Eid dessert table. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Hopefully I will update some more dessert recipes. I'll see you in my next video. Please stay tuned to my channel. Until then, bye from Chef Fatima Shifnaz.